We are back, folks, for the back nine of round two here at the 2025 PDGA U.S. Women's Disc Golf Championships presented by Discraft. PDGA Major here in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. A big shout out to all of our Patreon supporters. As always, much love to each and every one of you. I'm Derek, this is Chris, and this commentary is Wade by Marshall Street. They got a great selection. You know exactly what you're going to get. How you feeling, bud?
I feel great. Got to sleep at the AmericInn and by Wyndham. And the sun is out. It's been raining, and I feel like we're finally over that hump. It's turning out to be a pretty good day. And so far, pretty good golf.
Yeah, I would agree. Annika here with the blemish-free front nine, as well as Virginia. So let's take a look here at where we're standing as we round the back nine.
Pretty tight so far. After this round, we'll be halfway through the tournament. We're going to jump into hole 10, par 3, 248. Pretty short, a lot of trees to miss, though. Pretty tight gap that you have to hit.
I was actually saying to the ladies while we were waiting to play this hole is that it looks like a really fun hole, but I can see how challenging it is with like the variation of slope to gap ratio.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like it really calls for a very specific shot that can land flat on that hillside. Really easy to go left too far. Then you pinch yourself because of that bush that guards the green.
That was a good shot from Virginia. So she's going to be right at circle's edge.
Annika's getting some good breaks here, fighting through the trees. Just kind of riding that rough edge there.
Oh no.
Just kind of going from shrub to shrub.
Slopes a little on that backside, and be careful with those putts. Is committed just right off the top. It was a good comebacker there for Annika.
She's doing really good with like damage control. Really able to regain herself if there's any type of misstep or anything like that.
Yeah, bogey free so far for her. Great shot by Kayla to get all the way to the bush here. Well inside the circle.
Yeah, Kayla had mentioned that was kind of her landing zone in most of her practice areas. A lot of times. And she was a little concerned about the footing, obviously.
Ooh.
But it doesn't even matter.
She's eating.
You can hear her dad kind of teasing her a little bit in the background. He was caddying for her today. We jump into the 11th, par 3, 204, going uphill and finishing. Kind of a dog leg once you pass those, but it's not too far, so you just want something high that'll kind of land flat. That might be a little too high. Sure is, sailing right past. That is a kind of a crush.
Yeah, that's circle 2, almost edge of circle 2. Good shot there from Virginia. She's going to be just outside the circle. As long as you're on the dance floor, I mean, that's the goal here. Annika's in the same boat.
First forehand here on the hole.
No bounce back there for Jessica. She does stop the bleeding, though. 2 bogeys in the last 3 holes. Great putt. Virginia now 4 down for the round. Only through 11 holes. Kayla keeping her 1-stroke lead.
Did we miss the turkey talk again?
I told her she was eating.
Okay.
Or I didn't tell her. I told us. I told the fans. I didn't say anything out there like, hey, you got a turkey.
Mid-round. Yeah, thanks.
Are you full yet? All right. Hole 12. 241, par 3. I like this hole. Basket's looking right at you. I really like these holes up here. It's like peaceful. It's kind of away from the rest of the park. Kind of feels like a completely different park, honestly.
More meadow
Yeah.
than woods, kind of.
Who knows? Maybe they'll build a third course here, Jim. Have a meadow course, too.
It's kind of like almost like a zigzag serpentine pattern of like the actual fairway, but that's like purely for aesthetic. Like, so it's just laser beams right at the basket. That's leaking a little right. Can it? Oh, it got stable. That's great. Pin high. Well,
pocket.
well. What a shot.
Annika now 7 down for the tournament. It's a good birdie for Jessica. Birdie putt from Kayla, keeping the lead.
Now, Dan, let's meet our women's finalists.
How hard did she throw that?
I mean,
The women's division is getting a lot tougher.
She's not holding back. Nope.
good round, ladies.
All right, back at it on the 13th, par 3, 207. Kind of a lot of up and over going on, but pretty straightforward shot again as well. Keep it high enough. That doesn't quite have enough turn. Looks like maybe too much of a hyzer release, pushing her into the rough on the left.
Just thrown too far for these holes.
Low for Annika, but I don't know if you can draw it up really that much better, considering kind of just buzzes the top there. Love to see it. This game is about getting breaks sometimes. I mean, the course giveth and the course taketh away. There's really no telling when it'll be your day, but if it is, you need to take advantage. Keep your head high when it's not.
Virginia crushing that. Just basically circles edge, backside. A little windy. There was a couple points where the wind did come into play, and it always kind of felt right when they were putting. It would be calm, and then as soon as you putt.
Yeah, far more common here on the lakeside.
Yeah, more consistent wind. 75% of the field taking par here.
Wow.
There's our 75%. And then 20% with the birdie. There's our 25. So we're going to go into hole 14. I really like this hole. This is probably one of my favorites on this lakeside course. 324, a lot of trees to miss. That's the righty. Kind of sets up for another hyzer, but it's a very specific hyzer, I feel like.
Low ceiling, too.
Because the trees do come in pretty quick.
Not the distance you're looking for, but safe, clean.
Yeah, hit the gap.
And going onto the topic of breaks again, it seems like Kayla's kind of getting all the bad breaks this round.
That is a great looking shot. Oh, yeah. Inside the circle. That's looking good, too.
Vapor trail almost. That's.
I just love Virginia's form. It's very smooth.
It's kind of explosive, though.
Yeah,
It's
like rubber band.
Uh-huh.
Like, bam. Yeah, she's going to throw far as she develops.
Every time I see the ground play here, it takes me by surprise. Like the grass is so sticky that it's just complete stoppage. Little air ball there from Jessica.
It's a good par save. Only getting halfway down the fairway off your first. This was the hardest hole on the course. 0.61 over par.
0.61 over.
Yeah. About half of the field took par. About half of the field took bogey or worse. And then there was only 2 birdies on the day. We just saw one right there. And Madison Borzik taking down the birdie.
All right, we got a par 4 here, folks. 400 feet, slightly uphill on the 15th. Pretty wide open for your first shot. Second shot's really where you want to dial it in. There is that path that kind of goes towards the left directly at it. There's also a line on that right side that if you go far enough, there is a gap pin high. So it's kind of a pick your poison.
That was a crush by Virginia. Yeah, this is a good hole as well. I need to get down.
Didn't hit anything either.
It's going to be pretty tricky. I would say birdie's out of question, but maybe a par.
Oh, yeah, and we got a little excitement on the 16th from the chase card. I think we all kind of know what this vibe is here, right?
Yeah, seriously. Who is it? Who's going to pop out? Shout out Brooke Johnson. Man, she's having herself a round.
Yeah, and also we want to formally apologize for misspelling your name on round 1.
Yeah, that was a late night.
Little typo, autocorrect from the computer that slipped past, but congratulations on the ace. It was very exciting. That really energized everything going on.
Yeah.
And then Annika just steps right up and says, all right, they're still fussing over this. I'm ready to play.
Ooh.
I really liked the idea, though.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's just a tool Kayla doesn't necessarily have in her toolkit yet.
The forehand rollers.
Yeah, those sharp ones to get yourself out of trouble.
Hey, if you're ever trying to work on your roller game, I always learned this from Andrew Fish, actually, on our resolutions, was when you're walking to the next tee, throw your putter down and throw those little flick rollers to try to get to the tee pad. If it
lens to
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
if it's
exactly.
feasible. Like, don't be doing
So
that.
you don't want to hit anybody. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
advocating reckless
no.
play.
But if it's casual and there's a chance and you're, I don't know, 100 feet away, just like pop a little forehand roller down with a putter. Learn the angles.
Yeah, shameless plug on the New Year's resolution series we did with Fish a couple years ago. So if you want to get into your training, still the series still holds up. I learned a lot.
This is a tough hole here for Kayla. It's that lead. It's going to be no more for her. She won't even be in second. It's a tight race. One blow up.
Nobody is immune to a course like Northwood Black.
Just throwing laser beams.
That's so good.
Bresnell, the birdie, the fist pump.
Critical shot.
Gotta get up. Bresnell.
That is a shot of a champion.
Your 2024 Champions Cup winner, Andrew Bresnell.
All right, hole 16, 281. Just do what Brooke did, throw it in the basket. Not a lot here. No OB, really.
That's such a sweet ace.
Yeah, from this angle here. Wow.
Yeah.
Good shot from Virginia.
I
going
know,
to
and
the
she
inside
didn't
the
like
circle.
it. She didn't out of hand. She even says that's so far left. It really goes to show like the angles are a little deceiving from up top.
Good line from Annika, just a little low.
I don't think I needed maybe a little bit more of a flat release.
Kayla's going to be
So in the circle?
Right inside the circle. Oh,
What a bid.
yeah, good run.
Yeah. That is a bounce back right there, folks. Double to birdie. With 2 to go, so some opportunity to keep pushing. You see how that just falls? Like, it hits and then just stops wherever it made contact.
Yeah, the reaction on the basket from Virginia's putts today.
They're almost non-existent reactions. It's just in or right under. As we jump into the second to last hole here, par 3, 305. Sloping fairway, elevated on the left side, sloping downward towards the right. Pretty low ceiling, and overall kind of goes slightly downhill. Green opens up.
Yeah, OB road on the right side, but you would have to
Have quite a...
shank one and then kick right.
Mm-hmm. This is looking good.
Yeah, good.
Skip kind of put it more up in the air instead of forward, but that'll be okay.
Putting for birdie.
This seems a
looks
little low, but I think the match
great.
of the grade looks really good.
That this was gliding really well.
That's a little wide.
Catches that tree too.
Really clean approach there.
Ooh.
At least the accuracy is on point, you know. Tagging metal from that distance consistently is a really good sign, and this catches edge and just does not stop rolling. That is egregious. That's one of the worst things to see when you're watching disc golf is someone taking a roll that puts them further back from their original stance.
Yeah,
that sucks.
That was tough.
I feel like I say this in so many rounds that we commentate on, but it's so easy to get frustrated when things like that happen and when you have the bad breaks, but I really can't stress enough like how keeping a cool head really serves you so much. Like that's as important as practice putting.
I would agree. Maybe grow some cucumbers and try to learn how to be as cool.
Gardening.
And just be as cool as a cucumber. This is the last hole here for round 2 at Silver Creek. We're going to be going to Rolling Ridge for the final 2 rounds. Par 3, 308. Heiser, OB Road here on the right. Could come into play. Jeez.
What a match.
She's so good.
Like on a dime too. Like touching down just at the bullseye mark.
You and I were talking about this, I believe, yesterday when we were editing, but just how excited we are for the junior women's development. I think that has the most potential.
Yeah, I think in
terms of the sport.
In 5 years, the FPO division is going to have so much competition, and it's going to be tight races week over week. I think I'm really excited to see the development.
Yeah, and that's no slight to the amateur men and
No,
the
they're
ones
good
that are
too.
developing.
Yeah.
The whole MPO field is really good. We all know that. But I just feel like this core group of women that are like 18 to 14 right now, there's so much talent.
Yeah, I think that's kind of just a testament to the way that the community side of women's disc golf has been growing. And I think that that's kind of showing that the efforts have been working.
Yeah.
Right? Like getting people started young and they catch the bug early and feel like they're a part of it. So it makes them keep coming back. So we need to keep encouraging stuff like this.
Man, this basket has a repellent on it.
I was trying to think of something about the fingers on the basket again, but it didn't catch anything. So it's like I came up short.
What a round from Virginia. 6 down. I mean, Kayla, a lot of adversity. I mean, take the 2 doubles away.
Yeah.
She's right up there in the lead, so.
So, I mean, chase card on moving day, sometimes that's just the motivation you need.
Yeah, still tight race overall. So we're going to take a look at the leaderboards and see who else is tied up in this lead here. Brianna and Brooke.
Good thing for that ace.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, this has been very fun, folks. Thanks again for watching. If you'd like to become a Patreon member, head over to patreon.com/gatekeepermedia. All that support helps us produce videos like this. So if we want to keep supporting the sport, this is one way to do it. Thank you so much again for tuning in. We will see you on the second moving day, round 3, at a whole new course. Catch you later.